Hello, and welcome to today's PK card reading. Today's topic is how do people describe you to others? For that, as usual, we have three piles: pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. Guys, if you like my content, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment, and you could also join my channel. There are channel messages as well. Now, let's get started. Hello, pile one. Let's see how do people describe you to others. I'm starting with the channel messages and then we'll move on to the tarot guidance. Right. All right, so you could be a Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius. Straight away, I'm hearing you are a person who is a very fun loving person, very happy go lucky, right? Happy, gregarious, a social butterfly. You are like a beautiful butterfly. I'm seeing a lot of people are very easily attracted, very attractive, very curious, very confident, very flamboyant persona. You know, you are a very dreamy. You tend to look at life through the rose tinted glasses. You literally, a lot of you are very creatively blessed, like very like some of you could be a violin player. I'm just giving an example, and you play it like a pro, like you practice some form of art like a pro. A lot of you have the potential of a pro. Like, and people really love that about you. People really describe you as a pro. A lot of you paint really well, I'm hearing. And you are very casual. You can very casually make a portrait of some person and be like, yeah, that's the way it is. I mean, yeah, I can just do it. Probably self-taught for a lot of you. Yeah, very romantic. A lot of people tend to feel very romantically attracted, but they feel you're very like completely out of their league. Yeah, you're very self-reliant, very independent. Yeah, you tend to romanticize life. You tend to believe in living life on your own terms. Very sharp, very intelligent, though you do not get your dues for like intelligence. You're a very unconventional person who lives their life on their own terms. Literally, the judgment card is, I'm hearing, in tarot. You tend to get a lot of criticism for that. Winner in life. Literally, people see you as a winner. You have a lot of enemies because you tend to say straight things right at face. A very non-compromising person. You know, people are either your enemies or your fans, like nothing in between. People either hate you or like you. Also, what I'm hearing is a lot of you are brunettes or like a darker color hair, warmer skin tone, with like very sharp person, very sharp, very intelligent, someone very approachable, yeah, affable, joyous. Sagittarius, Pisces, a lot of you could be having blue eyes, brunette, vibrant persona, confident, olive skin tone, natural beauty. You don't have to do a lot of things. It's not like there is nothing anything wrong with doing something to look better, but you do not believe in doing much to look more presentable. You are a person who naturally tend to look very presentable. That's what I'm hearing. All right. All right. So I hope it's visible, guys. Yeah. You are a very high vibrational person. That's how people would describe you. Very spiritual, very compassionate, very empathetic, very caring, giving, nurturing, ethical. A lot of you, I'm hearing activism could be the key for a lot of you. For you, kindness is a choice, so is cruelty. So you choose to be a kind person. That's how people describe you, by the way. Warm, uplifting presence. Universally, you are loved. I'm saying, though, that's a little like, some people hate you as well. You're very welcoming, very innocent. A lot of you could also be Taurus, very non judgmental. You accept people from any walk, from any kind of preference, any sexuality. You are very open. A lot of you could be Aquarius straight away, happy in your own space, happy with what life is offering to you at the moment? All right, stubborn. Yeah, very stubborn. People see you as a very stubborn person. Also, some might conclude that you are very arrogant. You are very athletic. You are a very like a sharp as a tack, fast thinker, very very fast thinking kind of a person. Right. Okay. All right. Also, be a dreamer in an endless galaxy. Believe you are a dreamer. You dream, and you dream like you have a very dreamy presence. Also, you have a lot of belief in your own self. You have a lot of esoteric belief, like uplifting mankind kind of beliefs. A lot of Aquarian vibes, very ahead of their times kind of vibes. Some people might call you a little bit of a nutcase, but very cute. On the whole, very very cute. All right, one second, let me just adjust it a little again. Yeah, again the light is a little better. Right, positivity is the key. Focus on the good, stay positive, smile, do not forget to smile, stay calm. Yeah, these are your mantra. This is how, like, you are a very positive person. That's how people would describe you as. All right guys, if this sits well, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, and the tarot readings are also attached to it, so stay tuned please. Our reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. A man who never reads lives only once. A lot of you are readers in this like connected world of social media. A lot of you are avid readers, voracious readers. Wow. That sets you apart from the crowd. Let your dreams be your wings. A lot of you guys are dreamers. You believe in a better world. You believe in a better system that like like people can uplift others, that kind of a mindset. Good things are going to happen. You are a very optimistic person. We are like a snowflake, all different in a beautiful way, literally non-judgmental, very accepting kind of vibes straight away. Okay, very non-judgmental. All right. You are what you listen to. You are a person, you have a very good flair for music. You are a very positive person who doesn't listen to the negativity that is doing the rounds around you. Negativity has always been there. What you choose to listen to actually tend to nourish your mind and tend to, like, form your mind. Like, you are a very strong willed person. Follow your heart. You have always followed what your heart's desire, and not have given 2 cents to what others would say, think, and do. Sunsets are proof that endings can be beautiful too. Literally, you are an overtly optimistic person. Some people might argue that this is a very very optimistic individual. All right, I am loved and worthy. Sense of self is very strong, and you sense of worthiness. You are, people describe you as a very worthy individual anyways. I can be soft in my heart and firm in my boundaries. Exactly. You are like a coconut. That's how people will describe you. Like a teddy to those who are your friends, but you can have very strong boundaries. You do have very strong boundaries. Right. My perspective is unique and important. Yeah, my camera died, sorry. So, you know what? You are being described as a very unique person, and people give you and your opinions a lot of importance. You are being seen as somebody who is very sharp, whose opinions are being valued. I seek out mystery in the ordinary. You are a person who is, like, you see mystery, you see some meaning in the most trivial things in life. And you are a person who tend to also find beauty in very normal, apparently regular situations of life. You see a lot of beauty in that. All right. I uplift my joy and the joy of others. Literally, your presence is very uplifting. Most people find your presence very uplifting. Most people find your presence very, you know, people love being around you. Very joyous. You spread a lot of joy and happiness. You have a very happy demeanor, by the way. You're right. I am in charge of how I feel, and I choose to feel happy. Exactly as I said, you have a very happy demeanor. This bright pink color tend to suit you, tend to explain you. This pop of color is something that explains you really well. Today I celebrate that I am younger than I'm ever going to be. Literally, you are a person who is like, you do not grow old. As it's like the cup is half full for you. You are the youngest that you can, that will ever be today. For all of us, that's the truth. Like, you celebrate every day. Instead of thinking, oh my god, I'm growing older, you think, oh my god, today is the day I'll be the youngest I'll ever be. So my body is beautiful in this moment and its current size. There is a lot of body positivity, lot of acceptance regarding your body. A lot of you probably tend to promote body positivity. I'm seeing body like plus size models. Like, you could be on a heavier side a little, but you are so confident. You exude confidence, you exude love, you exude mystery, that people love that. And you tend to spread the message of body positivity, right? My pleasure does not require someone else's pain. Yes, you are a very, all encompassing person. Find your sparkles. Literally, you have a very sparkling persona. A lot of you are creative people. A lot of you are, could be models. You could be an activist, some kind of a rights activist, someone who is also, I'm seeing someone who is very comfortable being who they are, and you do not feel like elaborating yourself to others. You do not feel the need to explain your position to others. You are very unapologetically yourself. That's how people will describe you as. Swing through stories. Literally, you are dreamers. A lot of you are readers. Some people might actually call you a little bit of a like eccentric monkey, in a cute way, by the way. Also, a lot of you guys, like, your life story is very very inspirational. You have a very inspiration. You transform a lot of life. Okay, a lot of books are coming up in these. So you guys, a lot of you could be readers, teachers, academically blessed, quirky, academically blessed. Some of you are great, like have great vocabulary. Some of you are great at maths. Some of you, like, you could be like, you have a lot of potential about earning money, or you are already making a lot of money. You are a very very busy person. That's how people describe you as. All right, now time for the tarots and the oracles, right? Happiness. Wow, the first one is the happiness. The ladybug and sweet pea happiness. You have a very happy demeanor, very poised, very happy, very like affable. You spread joy. Literally, that's how people describe you as. This is a person who tend to spread joy wherever they go. You are the harbinger of happiness, right? The boar and pumpkin, confidence. You are also a very confident, very self-reliant, confident. A lot of you are very, what your worth is. You are a very worthy individual. That's what people will call you, a very worthy someone, very like self assured, very quietly confident in a lot of ways. Like, you do not need to do a lot of things. You're very poised, very intellectual. Your self esteem is very high. You are also a very curious mind. You have a very vivid imagination and a very active mind. You know, uh, a lot of you are usually Very, like, when you are social, you're social, gregarious, but when you're not, you have another side which is either very creative, or a reader, or like someone whose head is in the cloud. I'm seeing like somebody who is lost in their own thoughts when they're walking. That is something, a very curious mind, a researcher. Intellectual conversations are a turn on for you, and people tend to have like people are attracted towards your mind as well, like such a quirky, unpredictable, very out of the box, something. They just wonder what's going on, what's cooking in those like between those years, because people just like have think that you have a potential to build something really big with your mind. If you apply your mind, your mind, your curiosity is like the it's like the elixir for you. You have big dreams, you have your dreams are very humane, by the way, like lifting humanity. Like a lot of you probably could be like, I'm just giving an example, getting into cancer research to lift humanity out of this whole clutches of cancer. And people tend to go through so much pain, so if you have a more painless procedure, like tuberculosis used to be a killer in Asia, in the developing countries once. Now it's treatable. Likewise, you think of cancer as that. Like, I'm just giving an example. You are a person who is a very humane, in a very broad minded way, not spiritual. A lot of Pisces and a lot of Aquarius, humane, ahead of the time, eccentric. These are the things. Creative ingenuity. Literally, you guys are very passionate. The passion flower, you guys are very passionate about what you do. A lot of you have converted, like a researcher turned a business person, converted your hobbies, things that you have researched on, getting patents. A lot of you probably are thinking of getting patents. That is something, and turning it into a business. Like that kind of a situation for a lot of you, turning your hobbies into a business. That kind of a situation. Independence, you're a very independent person. The cat and lavender, you are a person who is very independent, self-reliant, self-dependent. You do not need others. You do not need a knight on shining armor. You are like very, very self-reliant. That's how people will like see you. You romanticize life, and a lot of people, you have a lot of admirers, loads of admirers. Also, you have like, you are very sharp, very, very sharp, which does not show probably at at the first brush. People can't make out how sharp you are, but people, like those who get to know you, they will they will describe you as a very sharp person. Romance, celebration, party, you can be the center of the party celebration. A lot of you guys are also now a lot of you could be getting hitched, or I'm getting like you could be getting a promotion, like being the center of the party in some way, get reaching some milestones and celebrating life. You tend to celebrate milestones of life. You tend to celebrate, like people say that this person knows how to live life. You genuinely believe and live the fact that, you know what, you only live once, so let's just live it the best way possible. All right, unicorn, you are a very rare person. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. You are a person. First of all, you're a rare person, very intuitive, spiritual, someone who is very difficult to come by. Your type is very difficult to come by. You are not a very common type, very rare person. People find you to be very special. A lot of them have like emotionally feeling like crushes and all, but they also think that you're way above their league. A lot of them probably, you just wondered like, they I thought they were into me, but they never proposed to me because they thought you will be way above their league. A lot of you probably ethnically you tend to stand out. Some of you could be Southeast Asians or Latinos, and having a olive skin tone or like a warmer undertone. I'm seeing your your hair can be beautiful, or the way in which you do your hair is something that people talk about. A lot of you are known for their intricate hairstyle, or like something special about your hair that people talk about. It's a collective reading, so something special. It's very difficult to pinpoint. Like, you probably tend to do different experimentations with hair. One day you have a hip length hair, next day you probably cut it into a short bob, and you rock both, by the way. New opportunities, possibilities, paths opening up, literally. you know Life, you embrace life, and life embraces you back. Life gives you a lot of opportunities. You are an ever optimistic kind of a person, a glow up story. A lot of you are like, you are coming from a place of self doubt to today in self confidence situation. So I'm seeing people see you as a very confident person today, but this was not the case all along. You used to be a person who had a lot of self doubt, who didn't believe in their own selves once, to today a person who knows exactly where they belong. Right, the Hierophant. Tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. Exactly, you're a very unconventional, out of the box thinker. A lot of you guys could be teachers who tend to take their, students out on the field experiments. That way you tend to teach. You're teaching something, you could be taking them to in geography, you're teaching them something, teaching about maybe the hills and mountains, and you could take your students to the nearby mountain or hills and start teaching them there. Or like, in the natural environment, you prefer to teach your students, like a very unconventional. You tend to do a lot of like laboratory practical stuff, which tend to entice your students a lot more. You have a very positive persona. Like, even most negative people can turn positive. A lot of you guys could be very good counselors. Like, you are that hope. Like, you give people that hope, that you know what, it could be a cancer researcher to someone who is counseling a depressed person. The range is that wide. Somebody who is very hopeful about life, who thinks that life is, you genuinely believe that life is a gift. A lot of you could actually have some different ability. It can be this, like a wheelchair bind, or it can be like maybe something like ADHD, ADD. Some of you actually might be having some ear or eye issues, but nothing stops you. Nothing can stop you from being the best version. Nothing can stop you from, enjoying life to the fullest, conquering life's pursuits. That's what I'm hearing. You are a conqueror. That's how people will see you. Nothing can dampen their spirit, no matter what. That's how you are, an explorer. Whenever things get stale, you tend to explore. A lot of you are actual explorers. A lot of you tend to tend to experience, like you are going to Kenya, Tanzania. So instead of staying in a hotel, you would probably stay in with the local Maasai tribes, and might actually want to stay with them, gain experience. Like, you learn from life through practical experiences, and you tend to impart the learnings to others as well. Yeah, for you, life, you live life. Let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. Literally, you let life surprise you. Once we start pushing our boundaries, once we start experiencing life, life also tend to show different colors. In your case, that is so true. You're also being described as a very courageous person. Somebody, a lot of you have faced, seeing you from face, on the surface people can't see, but a lot of you probably have suffered from silent issues. Like, disabilities are there, but they are not visible, like ADHD, like some kind of issues which are invisible disabilities. Some of you have hidden trauma, hidden pain, but you are not a crybaby. You do not show it to the world. That is something. You're very courageous. A lot of flirtatious vibes. You get hit on, and you also tend to flirt really well with people. It can be absolutely like non-harmful flirting, but you love to. Like you're very good with word. Gift of the gab is there, and people love to. You flirt right back. You are a very forward thinking person. A lot of you could be Sagittarius as well. So I'm seeing maybe strings of failed relationships, but you being still very optimistic about life. That is the mindset I'm hearing, and people actually describe you that way. Yeah, you are the butterfly that everyone wants to catch. You are the person everyone wants to emulate. Hence, people can't do that, and hence a lot of unfair judgment and criticisms coming your way. I can see. Yeah, your communication is your key. You are a fantastic communicator. You have a strong gift of the gab. You have a very strong communication abilities about you. Set your sights higher. You are ambitious. Also, this is a person who's very ahead of their times. This card reminds me of Aquarius. A lot of you could actually be a stargazer. Some of you are actually into astrophysics, astrology, astronomy. Also, what I'm hearing is you are a person who is always, you want to be surprised by life in general. Nostalgia, you are also a very nostalgic person. Also, you are a person focused on the here and now. You are very, you know mm, you know you see, someone is lost in nostalgia, someone is very enthusiastic. This person who is enthusiastic about life, you do not look at your past much. You do not let your past decide who you're going to be, how your future is going to be. Like, slow down and celebrate yourself. You are also tend to celebrate your own life a lot. That's how, like, you celebrate life, you celebrate your own successes. Some of you also celebrate your failures as well. All right, guys, I hope you have got some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, hello, pile two. Let's see, how do people describe you to others? All right. So the first one is make every step count. So you are a very calculating person. You are also a very methodical person. Somebody who knows what they want out of their life. A lot of you could be Scorpios, Leos. Straighter, I'm seeing you have had turmoils in your life. You have got very high standards. Some people might actually call you a little arrogant. Yeah, smart though. No manipulation can happen with you. Like, nobody can pull the wool over your eyes. You are very smart. You have a very high honorable position. A lot of you will be described as rebels. Straight away, high achiever, friendly, smiling, but you have your strong sense of boundaries. You have a lot of boss babes vibes. You have either dark or brown hair, most of you, blue eyes, and you know what? There is something about your demeanor which screams class. You are very classy people, very high, like you are coming from a very high profile family. Where you're coming from, it's very high profile. It might not be so, but that's what it screams like. Most of you are coming from very well to do families, or that's the aura that you have. All right, I hope it's visible, guys. I hope it is. Becomes a little difficult. All right. Strong Jupiter. Okay, charming. A lot of you could be strongly Jupiterian, wise people. Yeah, dark black black brown hair, brunettes with blue or green eyes. There is some contrast in your face which people find very unusual but attractive. Something great with your smile. In both cases, your smile, whenever you smile, you get a lot of compliments. You're very charming. A lot of you could be Virgos, maintaining a very low profile. Like, it's like one thing and you're sorted. You do not wear a lot of jewelry, but maybe a pair of like solid solitaire studs, and people know where you're coming from. You don't need to wear 10 different stuff to show off. You just wear two solitaire earrings and people know exactly where you're coming from. Wisdom, very wise. You are a great advisor. People come to you for your advice, for your knowledge. You have seen a lot of life in a very short time period. People respect you once they get to know you. Exactly. People have a lot of respect for you moment they get to talk to you. You're very sapiosexual, very minimalistic style, very comfortable in your own skin, naturally beautiful, very secure where you come from. Like, I'm seeing a very you have seen a lot of turmoil, and that has taught you how capable you actually are, because you have seen it all in life, you have endured it all and have come out as a winner. So that has given you a lot of confidence. You are like a legacy creator. A lot of you are owners of businesses which you have started on your own, probably from the garage of your parents' home. From there, it has made you not only independent, but it has made you very, very affluent as well. You're doing pretty well. Most of you are doing pretty decently to well beyond what you had expected. You value yourself a lot. Yeah, your life's turmoil has taught you to value yourself, because you have learned how capable you yourself are. A lot of people tend to fantasize about you. They literally feel that you're way above their league. You guys are academic straight A student. Either that you have been like, a lot of you have kept maintained two other like jobs and have maintained straight A grades, or very smart people, never cared about grades, but whenever people talk to you, they knew it's a very smarty pants situation. In touch with their feminine side, feminine energy. Yeah, very in a very unassuming way. Yeah, right. I'm getting a lot of startup, tomboyish startup founder kind of energy. Tech savvy. You have always been like, coding could be a thing, crypto coding, something which is very, not cutting edge, absolutely bleeding edge technology. You are a champion with big dreams and goals, very successful person, unique thought process. Most of you guys are known for your unique thought process, which tend to attract a lot of people's attention. You can be like, one amongst the boys kind of a person. Also, guys in your group, they literally would think that this is a person who is way smarter than us, so they would never consider us. That kind of a situation. Full of ideas. A lot of you guys are full of ideas. Your ideas, and I'm seeing like multiple startups. You saw failure, restarted again, but never gave up. That kind of a person. Very persevering, very, you never gave up. You are like a very determined kind of a soul. Yeah, Aquarius can be significant. You have a lot of you could be into architecture, eye for the detail, architecture. The way in which, like, very strong Venusian women can also be seen. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy straight away. You know what, you could be tomboyish but also very Venusian. Like, very, like, you don't try to be beautiful, but all you need to do is to just let your hair down and maybe put on a pair of sunglasses, and voila, or maybe that those light lip gloss, and you look fabulous. So that is the transition I'm seeing, and people really like very effortlessly beautiful. That's how people will say. Yeah, a lot of you probably go around in hoodies and track pants mostly. So people, whenever they say you see you in a dress or something, they're like, oh my god, they just look so good. Why don't you dress up this way more often? Those are probably the things you get to hear anyways. Quirky, your signet, there are certain eccentric eccentric quirks about you. A lot of you, like, you could be having some special interest, special hobby where you can hyper focus. I'm getting a lot of ADHD vibes, ADD vibes, or it doesn't have to be a diagnosis, but a lot of you could be having like hyper focused, very special interest stuff. Entrepreneur, misunderstood. A lot of you are very busy people. You don't really mingle, you don't care about being very social, very affable, especially. So you know what, you're very misunderstood till people get to know you. After getting to know you, people tend to have different kind of opinions, but before getting to know you, people tend to judge you a lot more. That's something I can see now. More messages. All right, guys, up until now, if this sits well with you, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment, and also the tarot readings are coming just after this. I breathe in healing, I exhale the painful things that burden my heart. Literally, you are a very, like, very strong person who doesn't let anything, like, pull you down in life. Life will give you a lot of reasons to just wanting to give up, but you try to stay positive. I grow towards my interests like a plant reaching for the sun. Literally, you are a person who is very, very, like, you are, like, you have a very narrow focus. People misunderstand you. A lot of you have, like, this is where I want to work, because you have seen bad times. From there, it's your work, it's your success that has given you a leeway, a sense of identity. So a lot of you are always busy working, so you probably don't mingle much with others, you're not that social. So that tend to make you very misunderstood. You're not very social, there is no one to say things in your favor, because you do not make a lot of friends. Maybe you just work, so people might call you a little selfish, opportunistic. So I don't know, I mean, sly, rude, those are the things, probably because you're very successful, way beyond most people could even ever imagine in your family. Letting go, a lot of you could tell me that, oh no, I'm still struggling. Yes, but you're on the way. If you keep on working, putting in the work that you're working, I'm seeing a very, very, like, you're workaholics. Letting go creates space for opportunities to come. You had to let go, you had learned to let go of your past, of things, people, relationships which are no longer serving you. You are a master at that. I have come further than I would have ever thought possible, and I'm learning along the way. Literally, you have come a long way in life. Your life has taught you to be more wise, because it's your own wisdom and your capabilities that has brought you this far. I do not rush through my life. I temper speed with stillness. You can tell me, like, literally, I'm probably not that successful that I would like to be, but people around you are very jealous. People around you describe you as a very successful person. Most of you have been very good students. I'm getting most of you are very good students, very, very good students, or very sharp, very intelligent, and people tell you, I wish they had tried a little more. I hold wisdom beyond knowledge. Exactly. You're a very wise person, way beyond hierophant kind of a energy, way wise beyond your age. I am more than my circumstances dictate. Exactly. I'm seeing you grew up in circumstances where nothing was, like, none of these things that you're doing today was even possible remotely, but you made them happen anyways. Sometimes the work is resting. You're a very wise person. You work, work, work. Instead, like, when you feel tired, instead of socializing, you just rest. I hope it's visible, guys. If not now, then what? It always seems impossible until it's done. Literally, I'm seeing you are a person who is, sorry, I hope it's visible. Yeah. You are a doer. You are a go getter who tries to achieve a lot in a very short time period. Like you are always in a go, go, go mode. You're always running around trying to catch the next rainbow. If you want the rainbow, you'll have to put up with the rain. Literally, you are a person who believes that in order to get something, you'll have to sacrifice certain things. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan but never the goal. You are very goal oriented, very focused, very career focused. A lot of you are known as very like career. If you are a female, especially, people tend to judge you for that. You can, if you think you can. Literally, you have proven this out of all odds, against all odds. You have already achieved things. You might think you haven't done much, but people around you see you as a achiever. Believe you can, and you are halfway there. Literally, it's your belief system. Your very strong belief system. Stars can't shine without darkness. Literally, I'm seeing a lot of you have seen a lot of, endured a lot of darkness in your life, which were totally uncalled for, things that were just not needed, but that happened. You're also a very methodical person. See, small changes can make huge difference. Literally, you are someone who is like, you are a force to reckon with. Someone who is very methodical, very like you have made small changes. Literally, you believe that you can make like little by little, you can eat a full elephant with one spoonful at a time. That's the belief system you have. Believe in your own self and you will be unstoppable. Just the way you are, you're totally unstoppable because you believe in your own self. Sorry. Program your success. You guys have programmed your success. Now, time for the tarot messages, tarot card readings. Okay, the first one is starting over. Yeah, literally, a lot of you guys give off the vibe that you had to literally start over. You have fallen so many times. Like, seriously, you had nothing when you started. A lot of you probably lost your parents and had to really start from your life from scratch with no one like helping you with anything. You command a lot of respect. You are very high, like you have very high endurance. You are very self-reliant. Healing wounds, you had to lick your own wounds. You learned pretty early in life that if you can't help your own self, no one else is gonna be helping you. Very self-reliant, very, what I'm hearing, very determined and very, very popular. Who knew? Very powerful. You exude a lot of force, a lot of power, a lot of, everything that people would respect. You gain that respect. You have earned the respect from the industry. No one handed you down, and nothing was handed to you on a platter. That's how people describe you. Like, oh my god, she's so respectable. But this is something, very self-made, very patient, very patient. Literally, you have created your own identity. You have created your own reality. Like, everywhere you go, you overcame a lot of obstacles. Everywhere you go, literally, people tend to give you that importance which you have earned. You are known for your boldness. You are known for your natural leadership qualities. You have a natural charisma about you which a leader would have. Anticipation, yeah. You're also, what, you can anticipate a lot of things. Like, you have seen so much in life. Like, you do not go overboard when you're happy, or you're not like too sad down in the dumps when things are not going your way, because you have been through both, right? So new opportunities. So it's a very balanced approach that you have, very pragmatic, very ethical, but very balanced. You walk the talk. If you say that you do something, you just do it. Like, yeah, a lot of you are being described as very aggressive, very arrogant. They are like usually in a go 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 mode, stubborn. A lot of you could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, like achievers. Do things that are bold, like it's your normal everyday thing, and for others it's a pleasure to watch. People watch you do impossible things, literally triumph over troubles and obstacles. You are known, like people who have walked with you, they have seen you push through literally the mountains in order to achieve. You are going to do anything in order to achieve your goals. You tend to draw in a lot of people. People literally describe you as someone who is climbing a very steep ladder to success. Literally, you know what, you tend to draw in a lot of people. People want to form allies with you. They want to be protected by you. They literally want to be on your side. Literally, you are somebody, you've been through a lot, hell lot, like depression, health issues, or you've seen like a lot of you probably are coming from a background where you see your parents suffering from health issues or alcoholism, and you decided that, you know what, come what may, I am not going to let my life go for a toss. I'm not going to lead a normal regular life. I'm going to have an unusually bigger life. Bigger the better kind of lifestyle. In a way, like, you have achieved so much, you're on the right path regarding certain aspect. Literally, you have a very, like, pragmatic approach. You're comfortable in being uncomfortable. You continuously tend to try and push yourself out of the comfort zone. For you, it's the normal thing. You tend to give up. You're also a very harmonious person when it comes to your family, when it comes to your friends. You are a very good, very honest friend. You're very calm. You know what, also another thing I'm seeing, whenever people think that you are stuck, basically in a stuck difficult situation, you come across as very calm. No panic, no, like, no embarrassment, no hasty decision, nothing. When people think that things will be very, you won't be able to, like, navigate it, you, like, when life, like, life cannot beat you down. You handle it like a boss. You can literally assess a, like, during those stressful times, you're capable of assessing a situation with calmness and navigate it. You can quietly do your stuff, and people have seen you navigate difficult circumstances with a lot of calmness several times over and over again, and people really respect you. You are born to win. That's how people almost describe you, that this is a person who is very unperturbed. You tend to get a lot of valid criticism, and you accept them, that you are a very, like, overtly ambitious, someone who is only about their own selves, like opportunistic, shrewd business person. All of them are partially true, but there's nothing wrong in being a shrewd business person. There is no glory in being a failure, right? In being, like, frustrated, depressed, alcoholic. Instead, you chasing your dreams more, it really does make more sense. You are a person who is slowly getting towards your goals. You tend to give off a lot of, like, a lot of you could also be a Taurus. You do not back down from opposition. You have a lot of strength, fortitude. You literally give off a lot of king and queen vibes. Confident, strong, capable, tough, very, very mature people. Very mature. Yeah, very productive. Bee and pomegranate. A bee, busy as a bee. You are like, you don't have, you have a network circle, but you don't have a lot of friends that way, because you have a vision, and you have to work towards that. You are also being seen, described as a very strong person. Emotionally, a lot of you are probably also into strength training and stuff, very health wise also. Yeah, slowly you're getting places. It's coming continuously. So you are a relentless workhorse. You are a strategist who has a vision. You know how to move ahead in life. You are not afraid to start anything fresh and new. Literally, you are a person who has you are meant to go and make it big in life. A lot of you are social media entrepreneurs as well. Somebody who started from your own like bedroom and have really made it big. You're ambitious who chases their dreams, and this is also a criticism for a lot of you. You know, a lot of you could be teaching people life lessons, pragmatic life lessons, and a lot of people actually sell courses and are becoming rich, then have become rich. That is something I can see in a lot of your cases as well. Eight of Wands, light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. Very motivated, very driven, very focused. Someone who is very, very, it's your dreams which doesn't let you sleep. Does that make sense? You are deeper than the deep. It's your dreams that doesn't let you sleep. That's how people will describe you as. You are a very responsible person. A lot of you I'm seeing probably you are a little reticent who doesn't let their hair down. Like at a very young age, you probably entered into entrepreneurship. You became a CEO very early with a lot of responsibility on your shoulder. You became popular early, so people started working for you. You became a full blown entrepreneur. What I'm getting, even if you are a female, you had a lot of responsibility that way, that came with early success. So you learn to handle life like an adult even when you're not an adult. Also, some of you lost your parents, had to take over very like early on in life. And something that people talk about, that this is a very responsible person, right? It would take a hell of a lot to defeat you. Literally, you are, as an opponent, life has tried to defeat you in many ways. As an opponent, people say, like, if there is something, if you have to face this person, be rest assured they are not gonna keep any stone unturned to make things go in their favor. You are a great strategist. You are not afraid. You are a very like sharp person, are very like think before you jump. You burn your midnight oil to You've burnt your midnight oil, and even now you do the same in order to reach the stage you have reached today. You're a very, very ambitious person, ambitious, determined, driven. Yeah, a lot of you are very introspective. You're very humble as well, people literally want to take their hats off to you. You're also very humble, very introspective. A lot of you probably prefer your isolation because you have to deal with the world a lot more than most people your age do. I'm seeing that is something I'm seeing very relevant. Some of you had to go through some real traumas, so that made you a little more reclusive. Some of you are actually, you work from home, you run your businesses from home. After that, you don't really have a lot of time or energy. That's how, like, you are a person who love to keep to their own selves. You love your own company, very self reliant, very responsible, very, very responsible. As a friend, as a family person, you tend to take the responsibility of a lot of people around you as well. Two of Wands, you've come a long way in life. Where you started your life at, like your family, your parents, I'm seeing you guys are like the milestones you're gonna hit. Like the first person who did this in the family, first person who achieved that in the family. You are known for you will be like, legacy, living behind legacy. You are that person in your family. You are literally, you guys are very hardworking, like sowing the seeds. Even now, you are reaping the benefits of the seeds that you had sown. Now, also, you guys are sowing like other seeds which will help you reap better, greater benefits in life. Every hurricane comes to an end. Literally, you are a person who has seen a lot of hurricane, a lot of storm, but nothing could deter you from achieving your goals in life. Release your guilt. Literally, you are a person who lives, who does not have a lot of remorse in life. You do not repent much in life. You are very unapologetically yourself. Don't be afraid to sing. Yeah, you are, like, you're very unapologetically yourself. You do not feign to impress others. You do not try to be someone else that you are not. And people describe you as such. People respect you for that. You gain a lot of respect, anyways. All right, guys, I hope you've got some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, pile 3. Let's see, how do people describe you to others? All right. Okay. The first card is, we are starting with the channel messages this time, guys. Chilled, laid back. You are cool as a cucumber. You're very chilled, laid back. You do not take a lot of stress. Like, whatever will happen, will happen. Let's just, you believe in relaxing and enjoying life in the face of severe, like, impediments. You can maintain your cool. You come across as somebody who is a little laid back, who tend to take things a little easy. Right. You are a great communicator. That's how people see you. People describe you. You are mesmerizing, very attractive, very, soft, feminine features. Even if you are a male, overdressed, you are usually very, like, top to bottom, very well dressed and well decked up. I'm seeing a lot of you could be blondes or with a lighter hair color or some highlighter in, and for any ethnicity, I'm seeing you could be a little on the lighter side or cooler undertone, rather. That's the probably right word. Charming with words. Yeah, very sweet, vulnerable. That's how people will describe you. I'm seeing a lot of Gemini. I'm getting beautiful. A lot of you could be having green, blue, hazel brown, something very sparkly eyes, very sparkly, intelligent eyes. I mean, when you smile, your eyes sparkle just the way, this is how exactly people describe you as. Like, when you're talking about something that you interests you, that piques your interest, your eyes just sparkle. Gorgeous smile. You give off a lot of, Disney princess vibes. People tend to put you up on a pedestal. Absolutely. Like, you have the mermaid kind of vibes, the siren, mermaid. A lot of Piscean women. For a woman, a Virgo or a Pisces, typical feminine, rich, cultured, coming from a certain background, old money vibes, very classic dresser. Like, people want to be associated with you because you naturally get a lot of compliments and attention. They also want to be a part of it. You're very popular. Like, people want to form allies with you. That's something I'm seeing. Yeah, very pragmatic. A lot of Virgos, Aries, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, something special about your eyes in both the cases. Whether you are a female or a male, you could be having a highlighted hair or something special with your eyes and smile. Very sweet, very affable demeanor, very warm persona. Some unusual hair, red hair. Yes, red hair for a lot of you, very pragmatic. Your hair tend to catch attention. I'm hearing also your eyes, big bold eyes, watery eyes, angular face or sharp nose or both, maybe very cerebral, poised, very idealistic, attention to details. You have a lot of, like, you pay a lot of attention to details. Virgo vibes. A lot of you could be voluptuous, very well endured at the right places, and you embrace yourself. Like, you love yourself just the way you are. That's something which makes you look even better. I hope it's focusing, guys. Right. Likeable, smart, mystery story lover. So, this is another thing I'm hearing. A lot of you probably love mystery stories. All right. Then, how do people describe you? Some more flashcards. Professor or the serious type. Some of you are very critical. A lot of Capricorn, yeah, Capricorn Taurus vibes. Very realistic, capable, maybe a little cynical. At times, this pragmatic and cynicism tend to go hand in hand. Logical, methodical, sharp, masculine, a problem solver, very tall, slim, competitive, athletic. A lot of you are actually very competitive, very athletic. This is how people will say, by the way. Sharp nose, the sharp nose part came another time. Sharp nose or jaw. A lot of you could be having thicker eyebrows, something very special about your eyebrows. Some of you could be having forehead 11s pretty early on because you are a very deep thinker. Long neck, yeah, lot of you have long necks. Formal, very professional, sharp dresser. Right. Okay. Means business, very practical, calculating, serious, a little asocial because you are mostly about your work. So you have a lot of networking things doing going on in the background, but you do it with people who means business to you. You're very work focused, very work oriented, right? Entrepreneurial, a lot of you are very entrepreneurial, very mischievous, witty, quick wit, Gemini, or all the air signs, very ahead of your times, a little funny and frivolous at times, very easy to get along with. All right, so these are the ways, these are the like words that people would use. Okay, some more are coming up. All right. There is strength in quiet, there is vulnerability in being loud. You are a person who is very quietly strong. You display strength not by screaming and shouting, but quietly proving your point. Right. I'm well rested and excited for the day. That's the way people describe you as. Remember, you are very energetic leader. I am proof enough of who I am and what I deserve. Exactly. You are very sure of what you deserve in this life. All right, guys, up until now, if this sits well with you, please, please, please care to give a like, subscribe to my channel. You could also join my channel, and the tarot readings will follow this read. I'll allow myself to evolve. Literally, you guys have evolved as an individual. I'm hearing I'm valued and helpful. People really, really value you and your opinions. Right. When I focus on my reason for being, I'm infinitely brave. You are a very brave person. Indeed, you are. I breathe in trust, I exhale doubt. Literally, you are someone who has a lot of faith in their own abilities. That's how people probably call you a little over self assured, overtly arrogant, because you're very, very self assured. When I talk to myself as I would a friend, I see all my best qualities and I allow myself to shine. Literally, I'm saying, guys, you guys are shining. You guys are shining like it's no one else's business. I welcome the wisdom that comes with growing older. Yeah, you enjoy growing older. You're aging like fine wine. A lot of you guys are also reverse aging. My life is not a race or a competition. You only compete with your own self. Okay. Wanderer. Wonder where the Wi Fi is weak and dream big. People describe you as a dreamer, someone who always had big dreams and goals in life. Right. Literally, you are someone who is like a guiding compass to others. Unleash your strength. Literally, you are someone who is, you are a person who is very strong. People see you as a very strong, determined, reliable kind of a person. Now, time for the tarot and, of course, oracle as well. Right. So, you know what? The owl and the hawk, typical wisdom. People describe you as a very wise, way beyond their age. People tend to think of you like whenever they have to take some suggestions, they think of you. People come to you for life lessons, life suggestions. You are that kind of a person who is very, very wise. Right. The whistle and pine, introspection. You're also very self-reflecting and introspective. Like you practice what you preach, you walk the talk, you are a leader, not like you do not just like, not a talk shop. You walk the talk, you do what you said that you would do, and you follow through with it. Inspiration, the salamander and black pepper. Literally, you are an inspiration. What I'm hearing is a lot of you guys are, you have a very inspiring presence. You are a person who is very, very inspiring. You know what is good for you, what is the right thing for you to do, and you follow through with it. The hawk and thistle, graceful persistence. You are a person, you have persevered, and you are someone who is coming from very humble beginnings to where you have today. You had to start with almost nothing. From there, you have faced failures and you have faced them with a lot of grace. It's not like it was messy, but it was not really messy. You are a very persevering, persistent, mature, graceful kind of a person, and people really respect you. People really like and want to be around you. Like, take it from me, people will describe you as somebody, this person has failed, but they knew that they have messed up, but they never gave up. Nourishment, you know what, your presence is very healing. You have been through failures in life, and that has made you way more empathetic. That has made you way more wiser, way more gentler. You are also very kind and nourishing towards those who, who have had things difficult, to the have nots, basically to the have nots of the society. I hope things are visible, guys. It's gotten a little dark here. Guardianship, literally the wolf and the hip, rose hip. You are like a guardian to a lot of people. A lot of people genuinely look at you as somebody, even people your age range, they might also come to you for suggestions because they think that you give such awesome suggestions. They describe you as somebody who tend to give the best advice, be it financial, be it personal, especially life. You're very philosophical. This nourishment and this wisdom and graceful persistence are like nothing was handed down to you in life. Everything you got, you had to persist, you had to work very hard for, and that has made you more appreciative of what you have. That has made you more philosophical. That's how people see you. You're a very balanced person. The dragonfly and pansy, you're a very balanced, very liberal, balanced someone who knows that life is all about balance. Life is all about taking care of a lot of things, and you are someone who would not do anything to the extreme. You probably even suggest others that as well. Like, you think your life is also like very compartmentalized. You have a social life, a personal life, a professional, maybe you support one or two businesses, and then you also have your hobbies, your spiritual life. You're a very balanced, compartmentalized life, and people tend to learn a lot from you. Skunk and magnolia, protection. You are a person People also describe you as somebody who is very divinely blessed, divinely protected, divinely guided. You have that hand on your head. That's how people describe you as. By the way, this is what people think about you. Three of Wands, put yourself out there and you will be rewarded one way or the other. Literally, you are somebody who is, a lot of you were very introverted, I'm saying, not very social and vocal, but your life has taught you to be otherwise. And now I'm seeing a lot of you, whatever you write on your some of you, like, literally going viral on social media in spite of being an introvert, because of your ideas are very introspective, that makes other people think. In this very, like, fast moving world, you are one of those people who tend to inspire others to think, to rethink their magic. A lot of you guys are very curious, very, you know, uh, a lot of you are nerds, a lot of you are readers. In this, there's nothing wrong with audible and audio stories, but a lot of you probably still prefer your physical books, still prefer to carry your physical books. You are a person who has interest in learning new languages, about new like new topics in general. You love to learn new things. You are a very curious soul, and a lot of you probably are learning some, like, after 30 somebody starts to learn how to play a piano. I'm just giving an example, starting to learn Mandarin in your 50s. So you are that kind of a person. I'm just giving an example. Somebody who is not afraid to embrace the uncomfortable, to, and you are somebody who tend to actually push your boundaries all the time. You are a person who has the guts to stand up and speak the truth, no matter what the consequences might be. You are not a person who would not know. You're not stupid to not know that there would be consequences, but you do not care. You know what? You know what the consequences would be, but you still stand up and say the king was naked. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. You are a person who is very, very, I'm saying you believe in celebrating life. You truly celebrate life in every form and manner. You enjoy every small moments of life. You do not wait for the big moments to arrive. Great passion. You're very passionate. You're very passionate about life in general. You're very passionate about living in general. Like, you are alive. That makes you very passionate, very, very like intrigued. Ring, a marriage will take place either romantic or business. I'm seeing for a lot of you, I'm seeing you guys either are going to get hitched or getting into a long term relationship, either personal or professional. Some of you could be getting into a formal relationship with your work partner becoming now life partner, that kind of situation. Like, people can say that these people are married in real life, also at work. Yeah, people also call you a very fortunate person, someone who has hit the gold. This is how people describe you, in spite of coming from nowhere. You are a very justice driven. A lot of you are actually very fair and square people, someone who has the guts to speak the truth. Also, I'm seeing you are one of those people who could be related to the law some way or the other. Law, legal system, some kind of like civil service, government service, some position where you are dealing with the law, police service. Yeah, Queen of Swords, people describe you as someone who is not easy to fool, who has seen it all in life. You are a person, pulling the wool over your eye is just not easy. People just can't do it. You're very wise. Prosperity lies ahead. A lot of you could be Taurus, Taurian. I'm getting those Taurian bullish energies. You are a person, people believe that you are meant for bigger things, better things. Like, you have come this far and you're gonna go far further ahead in life. I'm always enough. Do not doubt your worth. You are somebody who does not doubt their worth. You are someone who is very content where they are, who they are. You're very, very happy and content. Remember to practice self love. You are an ardent and very vocal person about self love, and people notice that you tend to practice, you tend to give yourself that love and respect which you feel you deserve. Homework, take yourself out on a date. A lot of you guys are like, I'm seeing you guys, literally you are so capable of taking, you are one of those very self reliant and secure people who can sit alone in a fully filled restaurant or a cafe and read your own book and do your own thing without being bothered what others would think, say, and do. And people describe you as such. All right, guys, I hope you have got solo trips, solo adventures. You love your own company. That is the most special thing that sets you apart. All right, guys, I hope you got some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. Namaste.